More remains have been recovered from the OceanGate submersible that imploded during a dive to explore the ruins of the Titanic. News.com has learned the Coast Guard found debris as well as human remains. The U.S. Coast Guard announced on its website Tuesday, October 10 that additional presumed human remains were collected Wednesday, October 4 to be analyzed by medical professionals. The Titan disaster developed on June 18. News noted at the time that the pilot lost contact with a pilot ship from Canada. Days later, News reported the disaster happened 10,000 feet below sea level about 105 minutes into the trip. It went down about 400 miles off the coast of Newfoundland and about a quarter mile from the Titanic. There was doubt at that point that any remains would ever be found. But the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard apparently never gave up the search. Axios reports the newly found debris and remains are now undergoing cataloging and analysis. The Coast Guard's Marine Board of Investigation and the National Transportation Safety Board are still investigating exactly what went wrong. News also has reported that Canadian authorities are reviewing voice recordings from the ship. At some point, the Coast Guard will hold a public hearing regarding this tragedy, a statement to NBC News said. That could resolve conflicting reports which emerged during the effort to rescue the passengers. News has noted some engineers believe the implosion killed all 5 passengers instantly. Yet Rolling Stone recalled a Canadian patrol plane noticed banging every 30 minutes from the area where Titan was found. The people killed by the implosion included Stockton Rush, Chief Executive Officer of OceanGate Expeditions and pilot of the ship. The other victims were Titanic researcher Paul-Henri Nargeolet, British billionaire Hamish Harding, Pakistani-British businessman Shahzada Dawood and his teenage son, Suleiman Dawood. OceanGate suspended all commercial and expedition operations since the disaster. According to USA Today, the company had made 2 previous trips to the Titanic and more than 200 dives around the world. A submersible is different from a submarine, because it has a mothership for its launches. Submarines operate on their own. News reported in late August on plans for a similar underwater trip next year to gather artifacts from the Titanic. The U.S. government opposes that, citing national law and international maritime agreements.